said on this programme numerous times by Messrs. Priddle, Linfield, Rennie, Marquand, Moss, all these people. These drivers would not. Marquand and Moss would not be racing if they were racing Pintos. As soon as that engine blows up, they can't afford to put 4.5 grand's worth of engine in for it to do exactly the same in 10 metres time. If their 150 quid engine blows up with a Z-Tech in it, it's no biggie. Because at the end of the day, scrap it or take what's necessary, or if the comrades come outside, fine, let's just do that. But Z-Tech is the way forward, and that's my point, and it's got to be done. Otherwise, we might as well just go back to them and us, and that's that. And that's not right, because it is a national formula. It is a formula which needs to a lot of work on it at this precise moment in time, because we're hemorrhaging drivers left, right and centre. And one of the costs is the cost. The cost of diesel to get there, the cost of the tyres. Yes, the Okies are more resilient than the Avons were, but the Avons could be softened and buffed. That's where we need to. You need to take one of the things where the checkbook doesn't count, and the engine is the easiest way for that to happen. Now, if we have to restrict it back, then you know what it is. Maybe if you think I am just Johnny and I don't know bugger all about Pinto engines, it'd be interesting to point on what that point is. And it's got to be, Raylenex has just come in with us. If they're going to restrict the Pinto, Briscoe need to give assurances they are going to keep the Z-Tech from being tampered with and tuned the same way as the Pinto. Like I say, that £950 clause, the buyback clause, that is its mainstay. You get the 950 quid down. If someone wants to spend 3.5 grand that someone can go and pay 950 quid for, then more fool them. Because I'll have that engine, brand new, off-the-shelf Z-Tech from Ford with the bits on, not been run in. I'll have that, 950 quid, please. You just spent 1,500. You spent 1,500 quid on the engine, another grand on the bits. You spent 2.5 grand. Perhaps you sent it to the engine builder just to give it a few tweaks, but nothing that the rulebook says you can't do. You spent 3.5 grand. And someone's bought it for 950. You'd be sick as a dog, wouldn't you? So that's the reason why they put in that buyback rule, is to prevent that from happening. And if the scrutineers will be hot on it, because there has been in saloons. I mean, saloons is the case in point now, where they have the other situation, where there's not very many people using the Pintos now, but the Z-Tech is king. The Z-Tech is king because, it's a cheap engine which everyone runs. Yeah, and then there is a bit of engineering allowed in the Z-Tech for the saloons, but I'm not too sure on that, but I'll quote me on that. People can tell me to shut up if they want, but, I'm not, I just think this is the best thing for the long-term sustainability of the sport. Otherwise, you might as well just go down to 10 cars racing ground counter beef every week, and, that's no good for anybody. 30 cars racing round counter beef with, the opportunity to things like that. It's all good. Right. I've yapped on a bit too long, and it is 2-0 to England at the moment in the football. So if you are listening to the football at this precise moment in time. Yes. Matt has come to his brother's defence, saying Steve had the last laugh with Movie. It was quite entertaining. Like I say, he has a microphone. He's not afraid of that. Each track that has run saloons is meant to have an ECU which can be swapped out. So that's what Stuart has just come back to me. He has more knowledge on the situation with regard to Z-Techs than I do, because obviously he's been in the hot seat, and obviously now being vacated by himself because he's now things like that. And in other news regarding Mr. Donnelly, very congratulations to Mr. Donnelly. He and his intended are expecting in May next year, so we won't expect him to see him around the qualifying rounds. We might see him, with Pram. Pram Club is the new way forward, as you know, because obviously Eric is, I can hear, still up downstairs. Yes, and hyperactive mum. Also, seems to be Pram Club at the moment. Michaela's expecting another one, and as is Dale Moon and my cousin Nat. So there we go. There's going to be a whole load of baby clubs. Gotta start them young, he says. So Pram Club is the new formula. So forget your micro F2s. Prams is the way forward. That's what I say. It is Stocks Radio. It is the things like that. Handbags on Victory Road. This is cool. You know why. So we'll just do another break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about Stoke. Oh yes, the Stoke.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
New to Stocks Radio. Leave us a voicemail. Rant on our new voicemail line about whatever you want. Visit stocksradio.co.uk and follow the options to leave a message. Get involved. Hear your voice on the voice of stock car racing. Stocks Radio.
Advertise on Stocks Radio. We have a rapidly growing listenership, and we want to make sure that there's an audience for your product. Stocks Radio has packages from adverts to features. Even so, you can sponsor a show for a week to a month to whatever. Contact us on Twitter @Stocks Radio. Alternatively, leave us a message on Facebook, facebook.com/Stocks Radio, or visit our website, stocksradio.co.uk. Stocks Radio, the voice of stock car racing.
Attention. Our number one fan, Derek, has got his organ out. Want to give opinions on the burning matters of the day? Search on the Book of Faces for Stocks Radio Talking Shop, where you can discuss what's Gordon Moodley's favourite member of JLS, should Buxton hold the Scottish Championship, and what should be the optimum temperature of a Balti pie at Birmingham Wheels. Go to Facebook and get involved in the debate, and we'll read it on the show, if you're good enough. Right, put it away, Derek. That's enough of that.
Missed an episode of the FT show? Missed this?
Or a 3-2-1. Perhaps he should have won a dusty bin.
Yes, the spirit of Ted Rogers still lives on. 3-2-1. I'm doing the gesture now.
One-on-one? No?
It is still needed. We are there for the drivers.
What about some of our race commentaries? You missed that?
Both go out! They both go out! Up Michael Scriven takes it! On the line!
Don't worry, you can listen again on Spreaker.com/Stocks Radio, and you can even download and keep them and put them on your MP3 player and listen to them on the way to the track.
Like some people do. Weirdos.
Those jolly good eggs at Stocks Radio need you. Yes, you, dear listener. We need reporters to give us interviews on the spot. Fancy yourself as next Steve Linfield? Commentary gigs are available. Or if you just want to get gummy on air, like my grill, we have that too. Just drop us a line at Stocks Radio, on Twitter, facebook.com/Stocks Radio, or indeed visit our site at stocksradio.co.uk. Okay, spiffing. Those jolly...
Dearie me, what's going on here? Press the wrong button there. I tried to do this one. Huh, never mind. Oh, no, I haven't even got a bloody theme, but you see, that's just... Oh, dear.
You've got to take me home tonight.
Back off, you spooky bitch!
George, you're a fanny.
I'll just do that for the hell of it. Let's have a sandwich.
Yeah, I'll have a sandwich, please. I'll just do this interview.
So...
Oh dear. Dearie me. Never mind. I don't know what to do. Yes, I'll press this button. I'm just been, this is the thing. When I'm getting all carried away, we're looking at Mike Priddle's page. Is basically his daughter just said, this is the other one, the lesser seen Priddle daughter, not Sophie. Has said this. Let's hit this button.
Do you know in the time it's taken to listen to this show, Gordon Moody has won yet another final?
Oh, to be a Priddle daughter, that's what I'm going to say. Every night my news feed is full of grown men with their fanny in a knot over racing engines. Just saying. Follows in the family then. And then Sophie goes, try living with a constant phone calls. Michael, I can see you're online. You know what you gotta do, just drop us a number, or go onto Spreaker.com, not Spreaker.com, StocksRadio.co.uk, hit the button in the corner, leave a message. That could be quite a lot of fun with you. Deary me.
George, you're a fanny.
Oh dear. Right, I'm going to get into trouble with this, I think. Especially this one.
Yeah, you got to take me home tonight.
Back off, ya spooky bitch.
Oh dear, here we go. So, let's head to the Potteries. And you think, well, there'll be something to sort out. And there was something to sort out. It was the small matter of the shale points on the board. And the white top only race, which is anyone who started the season with white, was won by John Riley, 108. He is going to be seriously one to watch next season. He's been hitting the form at the right time of the season. So whether he's done enough to go up, I don't know, to yellow, but certainly he'll be one to watch. And that one, he took the white top race. The Whites and Yellows Championship went the way, which doubled up as Heat 2. Went again to John Riley in 108. Again, certainly proving he is certainly going to be one to watch from Mick Health and Glenn Scott. The consolation, first win for George McMillan in that Bingley car. Now, he has actually said it was the first win in a Bingley car that he's ever had. And he actually corrected himself because John Fortune lent him his car for the Grand National Championships back in 2006, which George took a Grand National win in. That was from Tom Hollingworth in 758 and Paul Webb in 856. Bart Meeks was out to play as well, 999. Who else have we got here? Them, it's final time, and with Dave Polly and Billy Webster shaking it out for the track championship, and well, not for the track championship, for the championship shale points, national points, shale scores. Yeah, basically the silver equivalent of the gold stripe, but not for the things for the shale. Dave Polly had a 20-point lead going into that. He finished behind Webster in the heat. Tony Blackman taking the win, Webster second and Polly in third. But in the final itself, it was Kyle Taylor who took the win. Kyle Cruz, Mr. 136, he took the win and a first ever red top for him of the season 2017 to start with. For the youngster, Polly was in second, which highlighted his position as the most points scoring the person who scored the most shale points this year, basically. I'm just going to do that. I'm losing the plot. It's just all of the